What is up YouTube, Fanta here, and today I'm doing my overview slash review of the Nintendo Switch. Now I've been holding off a couple days just because I want to spend some more time with the console, and I was hoping something interesting would pop up on the eShop. Nothing really has caught my attention besides snipper clips, but I haven't had too much of a chance to play that yet. I just played the demo. And I was hoping that Nintendo would put Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, all that stuff so I could tell you guys what it's like on the Switch. But Nintendo says it's coming in time. It will come in time, is what they've said, which is weird. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick overview of the Switch. I'm sure you guys have seen it already. I know you're looking at this and going, what is up with his Switch? Now, I actually have a skin on here that I got from Amazon. I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to get it. It's pretty neat. It's got this Legend of Zelda stuff on it, Breath of the Wild. So real quick, let's just do a quick hardware overview here if you guys haven't seen it yet. So here's the system itself without the Joy-Cons. As you can see, I've already got a scratch on that screen protector. You're going to want a screen protector. And I'll go over why you want a screen protector here in a second, but the main reason is just because, well, one of the main reasons is just because this is going to be a portable console. It's a hybrid console. So you do want to make sure that this screen, which is the only screen you're ever going to have, is protected. So I highly recommend you pick one up. They're like $8. Or you can get the pack of the skin like I just said I got. I think that was like $18, something like that. And it comes with a screen protector, the skin, not only for this, but the stand as well. I'll show you that, or the dock rather. So the system itself, let's go over just real quick the Joy-Cons themselves. So as you can see, mine also has this little analog stick cover because it's kind of small. I don't know. My thumb couldn't grip as well, so these really did help out. They're a lot stickier with this. This is the one that's got the little IR sensor down here at the bottom. I think this is pointless. This is kind of a waste of money, adding more to the reason why these are $80. Buying one of these separately is $50. Keep that in mind, guys. That's insane. So there's got that IR down there. Now, you of course see it for 1-2 Switch, but that game is a joke. I didn't even bother picking it up. It's $50 for something that should be free. Honestly, guys, don't get 1-2 Switch. It's really unfortunately a joke of a game. And if the game either came with the Switch, I would be like, this game's great. It's kind of a fun way to show how the rumble features work and all the different gimmicks the console has. But unfortunately, they're charging $50 for what is essentially a pack-in game. So wait till it's like $10 maybe, and then go pick it up. But besides that, I don't know. Holding the controllers like this doesn't feel bad, honestly. I have had my system propped up on the kickstand, and I played like this, like in the commercial, and it's not that bad. The main way you're going to want to play it is with this, which does come with the system, don't worry. And what you do is you just slide it right here, get that little click, there we go, and then a little click, there we are. And then now you've got a whole controller. It looks a bit weird, it feels a little bit weird, you do get used to it. But I've heard the best way to play it is the Pro Controller. But unfortunately, I have not been able to even find a Pro Controller in stores, and they're $70. Why are they $70? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've seen PlayStation 4 controllers and Xbox One controllers go down to $40 all the time, so that doesn't make any sense. Another thing that's weird is that this, which comes with the system, isn't the one that has the rechargeable battery pack. So this isn't charging your controllers. These lights on the side are simply telling you what the battery level is, which is neat that it tells you that, but it's dumb they didn't include one that charges your Joy-Cons. Why is that? It doesn't make any sense. So, I just want to mention a couple other things about the system itself. You guys obviously know it does take game cards, which go up here. And then here's kind of where it cools itself, blows the hot air out there, volume, power. I like that everything's up here. Unfortunately, because of the dock, it has the charging down here, which makes when you've got it in the flip up mode right here, when you've got that like on a table or something, you can't charge it at the same time. I know a lot of people are mentioning this. I don't know if you've seen those videos, just in case. You can't charge it and have it in the kickstand at the same time. It's unfortunate that they couldn't have figured out a different way for the dock. I understand that you just want to plop it down, take the controllers out like the commercial, but I don't know. I don't know if that slight ease of use is worth not being able to charge it while it's in the kickstand mode. Because if you're on a plane, you'll have to hold it like this, which honestly, holding it like this while you're sitting down isn't bad. I was worried that it'd be too heavy, but when I played this in bed, it was a bit too heavy. When you're laying in bed and you get the screen up like this, you can't use the little nubs down here, because if you look, it's got kind of that ridge, which makes it comfortable when you're holding like this sitting down, but when you're like this, you have to hold the weight down here at the bottom of the Joy-Con. So it's a little bit more difficult. I know not everyone's gonna be playing in bed, but this is a hybrid console. I love when I just don't want to be sitting on the couch anymore. I want to be in bed, laying down in my room, so I can just go right to sleep. I like being able to bring this with me. It's really cool, I like it. So not everyone will do that, but that was just kind of my problem. When you're holding it up, you have to hold it down here with your palm. That's a minor thing. Anyway, so how does it look when it's portable? Actually, the screen, you won't be able to really tell, unfortunately, on video, but it's super vibrant. Like, the colors look amazing, the games run so smoothly, and I just have a blast. Like, it's the same experience that you would have on the TV portably, which is just amazing. Which comes to another problem. Because this is a hybrid console, it's not that powerful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's problems with that fact right there, that it's a hybrid console. And I don't know. There's just some sections of when I'm playing Zelda, like I'm running through an area where there's like lots of particle effects. There's trees and there's monsters. You see the frame hit and it's bad. It goes down to like 10 frames per second, 5. It's really quick. It's over with in a second or two, but it's noticeable and it really does draw you out of the experience, which is unfortunate. I've actually heard reports that it runs better on the Wii U because this game is a port from the Wii U. So the Wii U was really what they had in mind for Zelda, but then they're like, well, we're gonna come out with a system, we can't just have it on the older console. So they launched at the same time as Zelda, which I think screwed over everything else, which is why there's no other games for this system. Right now, this is a portable Zelda machine, and that's it. Which is unfortunate, because there's so many other games I want to play. I want to play the new Mario, well, I want to play the remade Mario Kart. I want to play the new Splatoon game. I want to play the new Mario. But unfortunately, they, for some reason, put out this console, and the only launch games of note, was Zelda. Snipper Clips is kind of cool, but other than that, I'm not spending 50 bucks on Bomberman. I don't think so. Konami, really? 50 bucks for Bomberman? I just played it on my PS3 that I got for like 15 bucks. So, on to another issue that a lot of people have been talking about, and that is the dock itself. So let's go ahead and just do a quick overview of the dock. This is gonna be a very detailed video. Alright, so, here's the dock. Of course, mine has the skin on it. Looks neat. It's usually just a plain gray. It says Switch right here. I probably should have done this video before I put the skin on, but I was excited when I got it, so I put it on right away. I guess you can also see what the skin looks like when you put it on something. Now, first of all, the first thing I noticed with this is how light this thing is. Now, normally people are like, oh, you know, you want it lighter, thinner, better, whatever. But for home consoles, especially me, I want them to be heavier. Because if somebody yanks on that HDMI cord, this thing goes flying, which is why it has that scratch on the screen protector already. Also, when you seat it in here, there's no padding in this dock. It's just more hard plastic that I've heard reports of people scratching their screens on. Why? Why did they make it like this? Put like felt, something, line it in here so you don't scratch your screen. That's ridiculous. Another thing is when you dock it, there's no, like it kind of clicks in, but it's super super light, like it barely docks in at all. I feel like it should click into these little things, but really there's just points in there. I know you probably can't see it. They're just little points in there that this rests on. It doesn't actually really, like if I let go, it just drops. That, I don't know. It's not as bad as Angry Joe said, but, because I do feel it clicking just a little bit, but not enough. It needs to really grab on there so you can just, you have to yank it out. I want some, you know, force. It's kind of an interesting design choice. I like it and yet I don't at the same time. All the plugs are behind this little flap, so it's kind of like cable management when you're building a computer. I don't know how I feel about this. It's interesting. I don't know. And then I'm wondering what they have planned for the 2 USB ports right here. I don't know. Maybe that's for charging. Maybe that's for the GameCube adapter in the future. Not sure what those are for. At least it has 2 USBs on it. That's nice. And there's a USB in here as well. So 3 USBs. I think that's actually more than the PS4 and Xbox One, which is sad because that's how you charge most of your controllers with rechargeable batteries and stuff. So, last thoughts. Bit underpowered, unfortunately. It's a blast to play, guys. I will say that. Zelda is amazing. Is it worth trying to find it and having a bunch of tabs open and all that stuff? Now, Zelda's incredible. It's amazing. I've put in so many hours into it. My review is going to come a bit later. I don't want to rush my review. I'm just taking my time, having fun. I've reviewed so many games where I just have to run through the game so I can tell you guys what it's like. But this game, I just want to spend quality time with it. I want to go through everything I can. And it's incredible. I love it. Is it a 10 out of 10? No. Is it a 9 out of 10? Hell yes. So far it's a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10, but it is definitely very, very high up there. I just heard a bunch of dislike clicks. It's fine, whatever. But this system, if you have a Wii U, just wait. Pick up Zelda for your Wii U, enjoy Zelda on your Wii U. You can still take your gamepad in your bedroom and play it while you're sleeping there. You can move it around your house. If you're going on vacation, or you know you're gonna go on a big trip sometime soon, maybe this is worth it, just so you can play Zelda on the go. Zelda is really the determining factor right now, because every other game is so far out that it's not even worth mentioning. Like Splatoon 2 looks amazing, the new Mario looks amazing. I'm looking forward to playing all the new Mario Kart battle modes, but right now, I would wait. So, I wish they had put out more games at launch, but it didn't happen. So, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment down below if you think you're gonna pick up one of these systems at some point, or if you're gonna pick one up as soon as possible. Have a great day, guys.